Today I am going to give a little lesson on how to make butter with your blender. First you start off with cream. This is from raw milk from our farm. This morning I took and skimmed off cream off of gallon jars of milk that we had. And so this is all cream in the pitcher there. You take your blender and I'd say you fill it about 3/4 full with cream, and then you turn it on. I like to start off on a slower speed, and then as it goes a little bit you just work it up to higher speeds. One nice thing about a blender is you can see the stages that the cream goes through as it's being churned up, and you can also hear the stages. Like right now, the cream is real liquid and the engine on the blender isn't straining very hard at all. So we're going to speed it up a little bit here. Butter that I've already made. This is from about a gallon's worth of butter, or cream. I found that one of these tools is really handy when making butter in a blender. That way you can strain off the buttermilk and strain off the water when you're cleaning the butter. This is still going. Yeah, still really liquid. Oh, see, right there. The cream started pulling away from the side. It's getting really thick. I'd say it's probably more like whipped cream right now. And pretty soon here I've got to sort of help along my blender, because the cream gets so thick that it won't keep turning around. Let's peek here. Oh, it's still going. Oh, yeah, see, it stopped turning. So then you have to take a spatula and sort of help it along. Woo! Just make sure you don't put your spatula down far enough where the blade of the blender will hit the spatula, because then you'll just ruin your butter. At this point you've got whipped cream, so if you want to take and put some on a dessert or something, that would taste fantastic. It's really thick. Just want to keep helping it out. The sides into the center. A little more lumpy. You have to keep churning it to force the butter fat out of the cream. It'll get easier and easier to keep this mixture churning. churning on its own. The butter is separating out. There you go. Now I like to let it go a little extra to make sure all the butter separates out. It's real liquidy now, but you'll see when I stop it, all the butter will float up to the top. It looks real watery. Okay, now, ta-da! That's all butter. Now what I have to do is take and drain off the buttermilk. You can see this is what you drain off. This is real buttermilk. It's different from what you get in the store. What you buy at the store is cultured buttermilk. But anyways, you take and you drain off the buttermilk, and then you have to clean your butter. And how you do that is you fill it the blender pitcher with really cold water, and then you put it back on the blender with the butter in there, and you hit the stir button, and then you drain off that water, and you keep repeating it probably 3 or 4 times, 5 times. You want to do that until your water is clear. And when your water is clear, you dump that out one last time, and then you have this. And once you have your cleaned butter, then you have to work it again to get all the water out of it. And how I do that is you just take a big spoon or a big spatula and you squish the butter around in the bowl until water stops coming out of it. And every once in a while you have to take and pour the little bit of water out of the bowl. And after that, you can salt your butter if you want. Adds a little bit more flavor to it, but homemade butter is absolutely fantastic tasting, and I would recommend it to anybody. It's real easy too.